Morning students, welcome back to our online class. Today we are going to learn chapter 11, JavaScript in HTML documents. What is HTML and how can we use the HTML language that we learned in the previous chapter? The full form, what is the full form of HTML? Hypertext Markup Language. HTML is a limited document formatting language. It is based on tags and a one-way interaction with the user. To add interaction, one needs scripting language. To interact with the HTML language, we need a scripting language. JavaScript is the most popular scripting language on the internet. It is developed by Netscape. JavaScript is a most popular scripting language developed by Netscape. It works on most of the browsers like Internet Explorer, Firefox, Chrome, etc. We can use JavaScript in almost all browsers. All the browsers are supported JavaScript language. What is JavaScript? Java is a scripting language with a simple syntax which add interactivity to web pages. It executes when some changes has to be reflected on web pages. For example, when a user clicks on a link in web page, predefined action will occur. JavaScript provides a high level of interaction between user and the document. This is the main advantage of JavaScript. It provides a high level of interaction between user and the document. Then the importance of JavaScript. What are the importance of JavaScript? First point, JavaScript is a scripting and lightweight programming language. It is a scripting language and also a lightweight programming language. Second one, anyone can use it. It is a user friendly. Anybody can use JavaScript language. Third point, it is supported by most of the browsers. JavaScript is supported almost all browsers. Example, Firefox, Internet Explorer, Opera, Google Chrome, etc. The fourth point, it adds interactive elements to web pages. It adds interactive elements to web pages. What is JavaScript? It is a programming language that adds interactivity to your web pages, aka a scripting language. JavaScript is a program that is included on an HTML page. What can JavaScript do? What can JavaScript do? Create an active user interface, validate user input on forms, create custom HTML pages on the fly, control web browsers. These things we can do with the help of a JavaScript programming language. Writing a JavaScript program. How to write a JavaScript program? The web browser runs a JavaScript program when the web page is first loaded or in response to an event. When the web page is first loaded, the browser runs a JavaScript program. JavaScript programs can either be placed directly into the HTML file or they can be saved in external files. Okay, two ways. Directly we can place HTML files, JavaScript directly to HTML files, or they can be saved in external files. Using the script tag. To embed a client-side script in a web page, use the element. Okay, is an example how to use script tag in the program JavaScript. How to use the script tag. Script type text JavaScript, script commands and comments, then closing of script tag. Second way, to access an external script. We already told we can use JavaScript. It placed on HTML programs or an external device. The second one is to access an external script. Use script src, then the path of the file, then script commands and comments, then closing of a script. This way we can use the script tag in your HTML documents. Writing output to a web page. How to write output to a web page. JavaScript provides two methods to write text to a web page. There are two methods. JavaScript provides two methods to write text to a web page. First one is document.write. Second one is document.writeln. These are the two methods the JavaScript provides to write text to a web page. Document.write. Next one is document.writeln. The document.writeln method differs from document.write in that it attaches a carriage return to the end of each text string sent to the web page. These are the difference of these two commands, document.write and document.writeln. Then here is an example. You see the example how to use script tag in an HTML document. Script type text JavaScript, document.write, hello world, how are you? Then closing of script, then the body of the program, closing header, body close, then HTML close. This way you can apply the script tag in your HTML document. JavaScript syntax issues. Next topic, JavaScript syntax issues. JavaScript commands and names are case sensitive. JavaScript commands and names are case sensitive. What is the meaning? Case sensitive means we can use both a capital letter or a small letter. We can write the codes in both capital or small letters. It is a case sensitive. JavaScript command lines end with a semicolon. All the JavaScript command lines end with a semicolon to separate it from the next command line in the program. Okay, JavaScript command lines end with a semicolon, and the first point is command names are case sensitive. Working with variables and data. Then what is variable? A variable is a named element in a program that stores information. What is variable? Variable is a named element in a program. In a program we can use the elements. Okay, the variable is a named element in a program that stores information. For storing the information we can use a named element, that is called a variable. The following restrictions apply to variable names. These are the restrictions then when you are applying a variable in your program. See the first one, the first character must be either a letter or an underscore character. The first rule. The first one, the first character must be either a letter or an underscore character. The naming characters can be letters, numbers or underscore characters. The naming characters can be letters, any numbers or any underscore characters. Variable names cannot contain space. The third restriction, variable names cannot contain space. Without space, write the variable names. Variable names are case sensitive. Then an example, document dot write, then we can give the variable year. Then this way we can use the variable in your program. Yes, declaring a variable and scope of variable. How to declare a variable in a program? Example is given there. Before you can use a variable in your program, you need to declare a variable using the var command. Variable short form is var command, or by assigning the variable a value. Okay, before you can use a variable in your program, you can use the variable in your program. You need to declare a variable using the var command. Any of the following commands is a legitimate way of creating variable named month. Okay, the example, then variable named month, then we can write var month, then semicolon, then var month is equal to December, then month is equal to December. This way we can declare a variable in your program. The scope of a variable is the region of your program in which it is defined. JavaScript variable will have only two scopes. Okay, JavaScript variables will have only two scopes: global variable and local variable. These are two scopes. First one, global variable and local variables. Here is an example of declaring a variable in a program. Here we can see one variable name is x, variable x. Then document dot write hello world, how are you? Then the value is defined in the variable name x. This way we can apply or declare a variable in your program. Another program, another example, the declaration of variable in a program. Look here, variable x is equal to 10, variable name is equal to edusoft, variable opt is equal to true. Okay, this is only the example how to declare variable in a program. Another example, declaring variable in a program. Okay, the next class we will learn JavaScript operators, different types of JavaScript operators that we will learn in our next class. I hope that all of you understood this topic. Okay, thank you.